Hello and welcome back to The Foster. I'm your host, Angel Foster. Today is a solo episode. I am riding solo, and I honestly really love our solos because this is just time for me and you to check in, see how you're doing, give you some life updates kind of vibe. Today, where I am right now in my life, this season of my life is called BFFR. I need to BFing for real. I think I leaned a little bit too heavy into the delusion of it all, and I was trying to do too much. And now I'm having to reel it on back and say, what can we really accomplish? Is it realistic to put a million things on our agenda and expect them all to be accomplished? No. Mainly, so as y'all know, I started teaching Lagree a month ago. I've been teaching for a whole month now. Yay! I'm so excited about that. I didn't even realize. So yeah, I've been teaching Lagree for a whole month now. And when I first started, so my schedule teaching Lagree, I teach 6, 7, and 8 a.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, and I teach 4:30, 5:30 on Thursdays. And my studio isn't near my house, and so I have a commute to get to the studio. And so to get there, I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. That was a huge adjustment for me. Being a girl who works from home and pretty much has a flexible work schedule and does content creation on the side when she's motivated to, I hadn't had such time restraints, and I haven't had a commute since 2021. And so it was just a really big adjustment. And I'm basically a passenger princess, so I was barely driving here even. And the fact now that I have to drive myself to work, I was like, who is this girl? I think I girl bossed a little too close to the sun, because that first day when I had to wake up, I was like, whoa. I mean, it still is a little bit of a struggle. It's not so much of a struggle when I remember to go to bed on time. But yeah, so getting adjusted to this new schedule and these new work commitments, I think I didn't realize how big of a commitment it would be. And so as I was getting adjusted to teaching, the things that I relied on wellness-wise for myself kind of fell on the back burner, such as working out and making meals for myself. Those first 2 weeks, I was eating out so much because I just did not have time to go to the grocery store and cook. And workouts, I feel like, were non-existent. And largely, I feel like the reason workouts kind of fell back wasn't necessarily because I didn't have time to work out. It was because I thought I had to be doing either a 45-minute workout or nothing. Even though I know these things to not be true, I don't know where I still get it in my mind that if I'm not working out for 45 minutes, it's not an effective workout. And so now I'm a little bit on the other side. Like I said, I've been teaching for a month now, and I've had to adjust majorly. I had to BFFR. I went to the gym, was it yesterday? Tuesday. I went to the gym Tuesday and worked out for 30 minutes, and I had a really good workout. I'm still sore from it. So you don't have to be, and I know I'm saying 30 minutes and it's only 15 minutes less than the 45, but sometimes that's all you have. And some days, I worked out for 10 minutes. And so I'm just trying to kind of fit it in where I can fit it in and not making it this huge to do, because that's how I would kind of make it up in my mind. And also when I work out, I feel like I got to film content and just do all these things. And I just had to pull it all back and say, what is actually realistic for me today? And so what I've really been working on is only really putting 3 to-dos on my schedule. If it's past that, I have to be if we get to it, great. But if not, it is absolutely okay. I have to make these things okay for myself, because I don't know about y'all, but I got a Virgo moon. She is a mean little bitch. My self-talk, my negative self-talk, it can run rampant. And that's also why I rely on working out so much. The working out, great for the physical, but for me, it is mostly mental. When I can move my body, it allows me to process my anxiety. It allows me to get out of my head and into my body. And I need it. It's not even a thing that I love to do. I do love it, but it's more like a necessity. I truly need it to work through the traumas that I'm experiencing on a daily basis. That's why I had to figure out what can I actually do? And if that's just a 10-minute walk outside, that's great. That is absolutely perfect. I think I still struggle so much with comparison and thinking I need to be fucking Whitney Simmons, And I love Whitney. I love her so much, but it's you got too many other things going on to be freaking working out like Whitney Simmons, you know? And I don't think we need to be comparing ourselves. But this is something I struggle with. And it's so easy for me to be like, don't compare yourself, girl. But the reality is that I largely do. Another thing that I'm working on too that slowly had to come back, which is also a thing that I think plays into my comparison, is my scrolling on TikTok. Before I started teaching Lagree, I would spend so much time on TikTok. But now it just does not really fit in with my schedule. And I hate when I catch myself just scrolling because I see how much time it eats. And I'm slowly working on getting my screen time down. We're getting there an hour by hour. Like week before last, it was 8 hours. This week, it was 7 hours. So I'm praying that this upcoming weekend can be 6 hours. The way that I can freaking scroll on TikTok, and a lot of times it is fun, but then I'll come across other fitness creators or other people with podcasts and I'll just compare myself. And like, that is also part of being BFFR for real. Like, realistically, do you have the time that they have? No. Do you have the resources that they have? No. Have you been doing this as long as they have been doing it? No. So it's not worth the comparison. The screen time, I am definitely trying to get it down. Like the amount of freaking videos I saw about that damn Tarte drama, I literally watched every single one. I was very well versed on it. I was up to date, but I would still watch each one because I'm like, maybe they have a new piece of information that I just don't know. And they didn't. But I mean, I was fully into that damn Tarte drama. It was very good. It was very juicy. And I'm still waiting on Bria Ass to come back to the internet because I need to hear an update. We are owed an update. So that is one huge area of my life where I'm like, okay, girl, we have got to reel it back in, see what we actually can accomplish. And something that's been really helpful with that has been my Notion template. I got this Flourish planner. And I really love it. I'll link it in the show notes if you're interested. It's just like, I think $20 and you have it forever. Because I was like a write it all out kind of girl, but I would hate that I would have to, if I didn't have my journal, then I couldn't get anything done. It's like, I always got my phone. I always have my iPad. I always have my MacBook. So that's why Notion is really appealing to me because I just don't always carry my journal with me. I was saying that and I immediately started thinking of Chelsea from That's a Raven when she's like, do you carry a lunchbox? Anyway, that is a random tangent. That is how my brain works. I low-key think I have ADHD because my focus, and maybe it's because of TikTok, maybe it's not ADHD, maybe it's TikTok. I think because of how much screen time, like how much I'm on my phone, like my focus is in the fucking trash can. It's in the toilet. Like I cannot focus anymore. I'm going home this weekend for Mother's Day. I'm going home to Atlanta. I'm actually heading to the airport as soon as I finish recording this. And my goal over this weekend is to read, is to spend time with family and get off my freaking devices because, yeah, I need to get my focus back. She's gone. She's absolutely gone. Right. So the second area of my life that I need to be BFFR, and I think TikTok plays into this too, / social media in general. I need to be BFFR with my finances. I need to be effing for real. So I have a goal this year of paying off all my credit card debt. I've actually been making some good headway with this goal. The problem is the money. So the reason I also started teaching Lagree was that I would be putting that money towards my credit card debt. The issue with this is that I haven't been using that money for that. I've been using this money to buy more things, and it is not good. And why I think TikTok plays into this is because I think there's a massive overconsumption problem on TikTok because people are just buying, and it influences me to buy. I am not above influence. I am influenced AF, you know? Like, if I just got these freaking Lululemon Align flare leggings. They look so good on me. I'm not going to lie to you. Did I need them? Did I need to spend that amount of money on them? No, I did get them with a discount because being a Lagree teacher or being a fitness instructor, Lululemon does give you a discount. So I didn't pay full price, but the price I paid was still very expensive. And so, and that money could have gone to credit card debt. And so I do think I need to refocus, reset on my goal for my finances. I also like summer's coming up. I really want to go to Beyonce. Like I saw the freaking videos. I'm sure y'all saw it too. So I need to start putting money aside for this. If you're wondering how I'm going to be getting these tickets, so StubHub for the Santa Clara location, you can get them on there, but also they reopened on Ticketmaster. Like you can still get them on Ticketmaster. I don't know if they have it for the city you're looking at, but Ticketmaster did reopen in a lot of areas. Just FYI, if you're also looking at some Beyonce tickets. I also want to go see Blondie, Taylor Swift. So there are things I want to do, and I need to stay focused. And I also want to pay off my credit card debt. And so I can't keep swaying side to side, randomly buying Lululemon here and freaking Honor Active there. It's really athleisure. It's really activewear that's kicking my ass right now because I'm like, oh, I need more workout clothes. But I think I'm at a good place now. I bought some Gymshark. I bought some Honor Active. I bought some Lululemon. I think we're good. We don't need to keep buying anymore. I think finances is another area where I just need to be effing for real. Because I may have the money in my bank account to buy, because that's the thing. That's what I've started doing. So I don't use my credit cards anymore. But what I've been doing is using Klarna and PayPal 4-in-1 pay because it's so convenient. Like even my flight home, I did PayPal 4-in-1 pay because I don't want to buy anything all at once anymore. I just want to break it up into 4 easy payments. But it's not easy when you have 5 of them coming out at one time. That is how they get you. So I am trying to refocus on my finance goals and get disciplined finally for one, because I really just want to stop living for the moment. I feel like I live for the moment and not really focusing on like how I'm setting myself up for longevity, you know? Like, I have been contributing to my Roth IRA and I do have some savings, but I could definitely be doing way more. I don't know if y'all watched that show, How to Get Rich on Netflix, but I love that show. And I feel like he does a good job of explaining, like, especially when that dude, the dude who won The Circle was on, I feel like I related to him so much. When he said he was taking his student loans to the grave with him, I've never related to anything more. But I mean, Sally Mae knocks on if I didn't have a cosigner on my Sally Mae loan, if my grandparents weren't my cosigner on my Sally Mae loan, I would not be paying that. But one time I tried to not pay it, and then my granddad was like on my ass. He was like, Sally Mae is blowing me up. So I do make sure that gets paid every month. But have I touched any of my federal loans that Joe Biden has on this pause right now? No. They're also paused in my mind too. And I guess when the payments resume, I'll resume them. But I was definitely like that dude. I'm like, I do not want to pay these freaking student loans. They are coming with me to the grave. But I think that's a limited way of thinking. Like I want when I log into my Mint that my net worth doesn't say negative, that it says plus. And as long as I have these student loans, my net worth is always going to be negative. And I don't want that. That is where I'm at with these finances. I'm getting recommitted to my goals. And this is like the worst time to get recommitted because it's summertime and I just want to be outside. I just want to have a good time. But I can't just think about this summer. I have to think about the next summer and the next summer. Like I'll be 27 this year, which means in 3 years, your girl will be 30, which is not old. I'm not even thinking of it like it's old. But I know when I'm 30, I don't want to be living freaking paycheck to paycheck like how I am now, or having to hustle and grind and all that. I want to be a ungirl boss. I want to be so far away from girl bossing. I just want to live a peaceful, easeful life, not stressed about finances. And so I know the decisions that I'm doing now will set me up for that when I'm 30. Y'all know who I love. I already shouted her out in my vlogs. I feel like I just love her content. But Les from Balanced Black Girl, she is like my North Star because she is all about her finances. She seems very disciplined in that area. She was like, yeah, I'm not going to get this from Sephora because it's not in the budget for this month. And I just want to speak more like that. Like, it's not in the budget and it's not in the budget for this month, you know? Like, it's not that I can't afford it. It's just not in the budget for this month. So I'm trying to lean more into my Balanced Black Girl of it all. And if y'all don't listen to that podcast, you definitely should. She just shares so much good advice, like truly like big sis energy. And being the older sister, like I'm the eldest of my family, it's nice to have another woman to kind of look up to, even if it's on the internet, who can be kind of a guiding light. And I definitely look at her like that. And we're mutuals now on TikTok, which when she followed me, I was like, So yeah, love less. Anyway, sorry to fangirl about that. All right, y'all. I have to get ready to go catch this flight. I'm going home to Atlanta to go see my mom. I am going to see my mama. I hope y'all have a great Mother's Day weekend. I know this comes out after Mother's Day. This is going to come out after Mother's Day has already happened, but if this is a hard time for you, if you don't have your mom or if you aren't in a good space with her, I relate, especially around the good space part. Me and my mom just got back to a good space, but I am just sending you so much love. I know it's afterwards, but I feel like sometimes those feelings can linger. And just know I'm holding a lot of space for you because moms can be tough. And I feel like grief is also really hard if you don't have your mom with you here anymore. And so I'm just sending you lots of love, lots of light. I really appreciate y'all for spending this time with me. I hope y'all liked last week's episode with Divine. That episode was so chaotic and hilarious, but it's probably the most fun episode I feel like I've released all year. And I want to lean more into the fun of it all. Like, I feel like podcast is very like wellness podcast can go very serious, really very quick, but I want to be a little bit more unserious. I'm like playing with the tagline right now where I'm saying the most unserious wellness podcast. Like, I'm thinking of maybe making that the tagline. Let me know what y'all think. And don't steal that from me if you're thinking of stealing it. Y'all, this has been a chaotic recording. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I recorded 8 minutes and I wasn't recording on the mic. It was recording on the cameras. And so this is my second attempt. And I am needing to get to this dang airport because I do not want to miss my flight. And so with that, I will bid y'all adieu. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me. Please share this podcast if you liked it, if you resonated with anything that I said. That is the best way to support a podcast other than giving me money. And that is the easiest way to help the podcast grow. If you're listening or watching on Spotify, give us a follow. I want to see our followers grow on here. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. All right, I'll see you next week. Actually, next week is a really fun one. I am talking to Jessamine Stanley, my boss, and we have a really dope conversation. I went into that conversation really wanting to have a conversation only we could have because like she's, done so many podcasts and so many interviews. But since we work together and I literally run her social media, I just wanted to approach it from more of that angle. And so I hope that you like it and can appreciate my approach because it's a little bit different. And yeah, I'll see you next week, Wednesday. Bye. We're getting consistent, y'all.